Good morning, everyone. Today we will deeply explore the psychology of Generation X parents. Who they are, how their childhood shaped them, how social changes influenced their thinking, and how all of this affects the way they raise their children today. Generation X refers to people born roughly between 1965 and 1980. They are positioned between the baby boomers and millennials, but psychologically, they are more than just a middle generation. They are a bridge between two worlds, the traditional world and the digital world. To understand Generation X parents, we must begin with their childhood experiences. 1. Historical background and childhood environment. Generation X grew up during major social and economic changes. Divorce rates were rising. Many households became dual-income families. Economic recessions created instability. Corporate downsizing became common. Many Gen X children were latchkey kids. They came home to empty houses after school because both parents were working. This created early independence. They learned to cook basic meals, complete homework alone, and manage their time. Psychologically, this built self-reliance, emotional independence, problem-solving ability, adaptability. However, it also sometimes created emotional distance. Some Gen X individuals felt they had to handle problems alone. As parents today, many of them consciously try to provide more emotional support than they received. 2 core psychological traits of Generation X parents. A. Independence. Independence is the strongest trait of Gen X parents. They believe children must learn responsibility early. They do not solve every problem for their child. They encourage critical thinking, decision-making, personal accountability. They believe struggle builds strength. B. Pragmatism. Gen X parents are realistic. They witnessed economic uncertainty and learned that life is unpredictable. As parents, they focus on financial literacy, career planning, practical education, real-world skills. They value stability over glamour. See skepticism. Generation X developed skepticism because they saw political scandals, corporate failures, and economic crises. They question media influence, school systems, social trends, parenting fads. They research before trusting. 3. Emotional psychology. Unlike older generations, Gen X parents try to balance emotional strength with emotional openness. They grew up in homes where emotions were not always openly discussed. Mental health awareness was limited. Today, they try to encourage open conversations. Validate feelings, support mental health, reduce stigma around therapy. They may not always be extremely expressive, but they value emotional intelligence. 4. Parenting style. Most Generation X parents adopt what psychologists call an authoritative style. This style includes clear rules, consistent consequences, warmth and communication, respect for the child. They are not overly strict, but they are not overly permissive either. 5. Technology and digital balance. Generation X is the last generation to grow up without smartphones and social media. They remember playing outside for hours, face-to-face friendships, limited screen exposure. Now they raise children in a digital world. They worry about screen addiction, cyberbullying, social comparison, mental health impact, so they often set screen time limits, technology boundaries, digital responsibility rules. They are cautious but not anti-technology. 6. Work-life balance. Many Gen X individuals saw their parents overwork and sacrifice family time. As adults, they value quality time. Family bonding, work-life balance. They try to attend school events and be present in their children's lives. However, they still emphasize hard work and responsibility. 7. Discipline approach. Discipline for Gen X parents is structured but reasonable. They explain consequences, encourage discussion, avoid extreme punishment, focus on learning from mistakes. They believe discipline should build character, not fear. 8. Comparison with other generations. Compared to baby boomers, more emotionally open, less authoritarian, more flexible compared to millennials. Less overprotective, more independence-focused, more practical. They represent balance. 9. Strengths of Generation X parenting. Resilience building, financial awareness, balance, discipline, practical life skills. Adaptability. Their children often grow up independent and realistic. 10. Challenges faced by Gen X parents. Despite their strengths, they face challenges. Raising children in a highly digital world, managing career pressure, supporting children's mental health, dealing with academic competition. They sometimes struggle between giving freedom and ensuring safety. 11. Attachment and relationships. Many Gen X parents try to build secure attachment with their children. They encourage communication, spend quality time, teach respect. However, because they value independence, they also allow space. 12. Stress patterns. Gen X parents often experience stress due to financial responsibilities. Aging parents supporting children's education. Career demands. They are sometimes called the sandwich generation because they support both children and aging parents. 13. Social impact. The parenting style of Generation X is shaping the next generation to be emotionally aware, independent, adaptable, realistic. Their influence will impact society for decades. 14. Future outlook. As technology continues to grow, Gen X parents will continue adapting. They are flexible by nature. Their parenting philosophy will likely continue emphasizing balance, responsibility, emotional growth, real-world preparation. Conclusion. In conclusion, the psychology of Generation X parents is shaped by independence, realism, skepticism, adaptability, and balance. They grew up in a time of transition and learned to survive change. As parents, they aim to prepare their children not only for success, but also for resilience in an unpredictable world. They combine traditional discipline with modern emotional awareness. They encourage freedom but demand responsibility. They understand both the offline and online worlds. Generation X parents are practical, strong, and balanced. Their unique life experiences make them one of the most adaptable parenting generations in history. Thank you so much for your attention.